everybody, this is RJ Epic here, and welcome to the Comic Countdown Episode 3, Part 2, where we are finally getting back into the Comic Countdown zone, so we can catch up, and I can be caught up today, because you know what? I actually have a call for you guys. I just went today. I haven't read any of them yet. I have 4 books. They're all awesome, and I'm excited. I'm going to read them tomorrow, or at least most of them, or whatever. And I'm going to get you that video, whether it's tonight or tomorrow. But first, I might do actually a couple or a few of these, because I want to get them out of the way. I'm going to do this, take a break, maybe a longer break, just depending, and then come back, do another one, take a break, maybe do another one. But yeah. Anyway, for this Comic Countdown, if you do not know, we are going to be moving on out here to, I think this is for Comic Call number 32. It was a bigger haul. We had, we had 13 books in total, I think. Yeah, 13 books in total. And this is the last half because I didn't want to do all of it in one thing because it'd be way too long. So if you guys do not know what the Comic Countdown is by now, and I should have like 7 episodes up by now, maybe 8, but at least 6 episodes up by now, but I don't because I'm not caught up. We go through the books I picked up and rank them in order of my least favorite to my favorite. And I've got to say, this is an amazing haul I have right in front of me. Actually, this is probably one of my better hauls, to be truthful. And actually, as of today, 3 of these books are in my pull list. Actually, right here we have, and I will get into more detail on that in my Comic Call video, because that's kind of where I have my updates and everything, so I'm not going to talk about it here. But anyway, let us get into the ranking of the Comic Countdown. I will show you the books I have today. I have Invincible Iron Man issue number 1, the variant, kind of like the action figure variant. We have the Amazing SpiderMan number 1, normal cover. We have Batman and Robin Eternal number 1, normal cover. I don't know if there's any variants for it. Sorry, let you see that. We also, if you guys don't know, do cover of the week or cover of the haul, where I pick my favorite cover, and I think I already know what it is, so I'm ready. We have Princess Leia issue number 2, which took me, I took forever to get this issue, so I need 3 more issues of that. Hopefully I'll finish that within the end of the year or early next year. We got Avengers number 0, where it included all the 6 new Avengers series, the previews to them all in one, basically, and yeah, I'll get into that. And then we have all new Jughead issue number 1, and it's a variant, so that's cool. And issue 2 is probably out by now, but I haven't seen it, so I haven't picked it up. Same with all new Archie number 3 and number 4, actually, so I don't know. But whatever. So, my number 6 of the day would have to go to Sally. I can't believe I'm going to say this. But it has to go to Princess Leia. It's funny, because Princess Leia number 1, for the long time there, was my favorite Star Wars book I'd read. It still might be, but that favorite number 2 is really good. And I figured that this whole mini series would be awesome. Don't get me wrong, this was a good issue, but the first half was kind of The second half was awesome. Well, towards the end, it was pretty good. And I'm still going to finish the series. Once I commit, especially to a mini-series, I will continue and complete it. Because you never know, it might get good. Because it might start, in the middle might not be that great, but it might end really good. And I really don't want to miss out on good storytelling, even if it's got to go through some bad stuff. At least if it's a mini-series. Maybe I've never dropped the series before, but that might happen eventually. All the series I got on my pull list right now, I'm liking those. So, but then again, some of them have only just started, so I'm not sure. But yeah, Princess Leia issue number 2. I haven't read these in forever now. I'm gonna have to actually read some of these over probably soon. But I can't really remember what happened in some of these. Well, I mean, I can, but I can't. I know that we got to a planet. Princess Leia is trying to. This is actually the cool part. She's trying to gather all the Alderaanians of her home planet. She's trying to save all of the people from her home planet that aren't on her home planet when it got destroyed. And I thought that was pretty cool. And then we meet this new kind of character who's kind of a scumbag. He's kind of like a Mando type of guy at first. He's kind of a scumbag, but then he kind of helps them also. Helps her also, so it's kind of cool. Also, I really like this female rebel here who's been helping Leia, her captain or whatever of the ship, and it's pretty cool. And I like that they got R2 in the series too, because who doesn't like R2-D2? But anyway, that's enough talking about Princess Leia right now. Also, if you didn't know also about the Comic Countdown, this is also a series where we go into detail a little bit about some of the stuff I like and don't like about this issue. I'm not going to go into what I don't like because, I don't know, it was just kind of boring. It was kind of slow-paced, and I don't think the series really needed that. So yeah, well, this issue at least. It's kind of a little fillerish at the beginning, but you know. Next, number 5, we are getting the bottom row down. Also, I don't put these books in any order. Well, I mean, I know what order they're going to be in, but I don't put them in any order to give you guys any spoilers. So, just because I take these for 2 doesn't mean that Avengers number 0 will be next. But anyway, number 5 is all new Jughead, issue number 1. I can easily tell you what I don't like about this book. And actually what I do like about this book. This is probably the issue I remember the most, which is really weird. Being my 5th favorite out of 6 issues, and this is the one I remember. The stuff I didn't like in this book was okay, sometimes in old Archie, and apparently they brought it into new Archie stuff, they'll like fall asleep or they'll like dream of, they'll just dream of historical events, but with them in it, and like different roles and stuff. And I didn't like that in this issue, because I didn't feel it needed it, especially in the first issue. We don't need that right away. It was cool, but it was kind of boring at the same time, until like it started getting towards the end of the, like, kind of, I'm going to call it a flashback type thing. But it was historical flashback. It's a historical flashback, that's what I'll call it. I do really like this cover, though, I will say that. But besides that, the story was really awesome. I like the new introduction of the new principal and how he's going to be kind of the bad guy of the story, and they're going to try to get rid of him. I'm excited about that. Actually, I might add this to my pull list. Same with the Archie. I should have, and I haven't thought of that, but whatever. But I do think that's pretty cool. No sign of Hot Dog, actually, yet. Now that I'm looking at this cover again, like, where's Hot Dog? I haven't seen him yet, unless I'm just forgetting. And I'm really liking the use of the characters in the new Archie, the new world of Archie. It's really awesome. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about Jughead here. We're getting those out of the way. Finally, I need to clear. I'm gonna show you guys like my setup over here, because I'm so backed up on books. Look, I got books here. All these books I gotta do Comic Countdowns for. That's my last Comic Countdown down here. Sorry about the water bottle. But yeah, my last Comic Countdown. And yeah, I have so many Comic Countdowns to do. It's ridiculous. And I got books on my shelf over this way that I just got today. So it's crazy. I gotta like organize my stuff. That comic box I'm gonna be putting stuff in. Actually, one of these issues will be going in. So I'm putting SpiderMan in. Speaking of SpiderMan, SpiderMan is actually my number 4. Believe it or not. That was a pretty smooth thing there. Transition, that's what it's called. So yeah, The Amazing Spider-Man number 1 is my number 4, and this was a huge oversized issue, as it says on the front, oversized and action packed. And also they have added to The Amazing Spider-Man, the world's greatest superhero, which I love. That's one thing good about this, because I actually kind of agree with it. I know Batman's close too, but look how big this issue is. You can't really see it, but it's pretty huge. I'm not going to take it out. The thing's kind of messed up. I don't want to take it out yet, in case I refute or something. Do Comic Sans. Whoops, did I mention the series that should have started like 2 months ago? Whatever. It will start. Maybe it'll be a Christmas special or something, or I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. one thing about this series so far is the covers are weird. I'm starting to go towards liking them though. At first I wasn't sure, but I think I like the covers, so I'll give it a pass on the covers. Actually, his new suit too. I wasn't sure at first, but I'm liking the new suit. Looking back on this issue, it was actually really good. When I was reading it, I kind of didn't like it. Same with the second issue, but looking back on them, it was really good storytelling. And the only thing, I think one thing that really bugged me is that it seems like we had a time jump, but I also don't know and I'm not sure because I actually haven't finished the last run yet, and I do have to do that. I will be doing that with my Christmas stuff that I get this year, hopefully. So I'm going to try to do that because I need to finish the last run. I need to finish a lot of series that are over now. Which actually one of them I already know I've finished, and it's DC actually, which is surprising. But yeah, I thought this was actually really cool. Looking back, there were some things I was like, eh. One thing I really do like, I'm going to touch on here. One thing I really did like, not do, well, do I guess because it's still in the series, is this new character. He's not actually new, but he's a character they've brought back. He was in the SpiderMan cartoon, I think, from maybe the 80s, I'm not sure. But it is a character called the Prowler, and he's kind of looks like Spider-Man, but he's wears purple. So now we have Spider-Man, who's basically red, and Prowler, who's purple. My two favorite colors, and Prowler's kind of a cool character. He's this black guy. He seems cool. I want to get to know the Prowler, and I kind of hope he gets his own series. And if he does, I might have to put it in my pull list because he seems like a pretty cool character. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna go straight into my number 3. What will be Batman and Robin Eternal, Invincible Iron Man, or the one it actually is, which is Avengers number 0. Actually, I think when I was first making this list, this was $6.99 book, by the way. That's one thing I didn't like. No, I'm just kidding. That's alright. Prices don't count in this. I think when I was first ranking them in my mind, this was number 1. But now that I've looked them over and like gone through them in my head, I kind of am refusing to give this a number 1 because I've only got one series out of this book so far, and that's Uncanny Avengers, so I can't give this number 1 just in my mind. This can get a solid number 3 though, right in the middle of the list, so that is pretty good. You know this book was good then. I actually do have all different Avengers, normal Avengers, in my pull list, as far as I know. And it came out this past week, but I don't know why, but I didn't get it. So you guys know I didn't get that. I think he ran out of copies. But I don't have A4, so I don't think that's come out yet, so that's fine. Ultimates, that hasn't come out yet, I don't think. And then New Avengers has like 2 issues so far, maybe 3. And I haven't gotten any of that. I don't know. I don't like the team with New Avengers, but I might start it. Then I think there's another one. But I can't remember. Yeah, the Squadron Supreme. And I don't think that's come out yet, and I don't know if I want to read it, so yeah. Anyway, this issue was actually really good. The Vision stuff in this book, brilliant. Actually, I'm thinking about starting the Vision series because it looks pretty damn cool, and I'm excited. Uncanny Avengers, of course, that stuff was awesome. I like how Deadpool is portrayed now, and I think it's pretty damn cool. And just reading the first Uncanny Avengers, which we'll get into, I'm not sure if it's the next comic countdown or not, but either way, it was really good, and you'll find out about that. I found the Ultimates and A4 stuff pretty cool. The worst part of this was probably the New Avengers stuff, maybe Squadron Supreme. It's between those two. Those are the ones I don't like, but actually Squadron Supreme probably takes the cake for worst. Until the very end, because it was kind of cool. It's like, oh, it's a kind of a build-up, it's kind of cool, what not. I would recommend getting this, though, and you can kind of pick which Avengers team you like, and which Avengers series you think you'll like. Personally, I think the Uncanny Avengers team is best. There's even some characters in there I didn't know beforehand that I've gotten to like now, even through one issue, and I think that's pretty cool. And I'll talk about that, and then I don't know if it's next comic countdown. I think it's 2 comic countdowns away, which is kind of weird. But the New Avengers had its cool moment, and I might read it just because it has Hawkeye and Squirrel Girl in it, and Sunspot I do know, but I don't really like Sunspot. I have no clue who this green guy is there, wearing Hawkeye's colors and has blonde hair. I have no clue who that is, but it had its cool moment because the maker who is evil Mr. Fantastic from the Ultimate Universe, used to be Ultimate Universe. He is the main villain right now, and that's the reason I want to actually read it, because I like the maker, even though I never heard of him before the Secret Wars event. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, that's enough about Avengers number 6. I actually love how much I've talked about it. I might have to do a review, because I've actually gotten pumped up now, and I actually feel like recording a ton all of a sudden. But anyway, you know what? What is my number 2 and what is my number 1? We have Invincible Iron Man, issue number 1, and we have Batman and Robin Eternal, issue number 1. Both issues number 1s. Actually, most of these were anyway, / issue number 0 with Avengers number 0. But what is my number 2? What is my number 1? I can tell you my number 2 is Batman and Robin Eternal. I was going to give this number 1, but just knowing how good Invincible Iron Man, and I will get into this, is now, I think I have to give this number 1, because actually this was an amazing issue. But let's talk about Batman and Robin Eternal, number 1 first. And, well, this might be one of the single-handedly reasons I have this in my pull list, and I'm hooked on the series now. Being one of the issues I just picked up today, of course, I'm not going to go to the comic shop and not pick this up anymore, because this series has brought on some pretty damn great things. You know, one thing I did really like, which I'm 50-50 on flashbacks, but the flashbacks in this issue, and there's been all the flashbacks in this series so far have been awesome. Usually I'm more disliked to the flashbacks than like them. But the flashbacks in this series, awesome. I mean, it's called Batman and Robin Eternal, but we don't really have Batman, because, well, we do, but we don't. I'm kind of it's kind of like a series about the whole Bat family. They should kind of bring a new Batman in also a little bit, but at the same time, I don't mind. I'm not talking about the series as a whole, though. I'm talking about this issue. And what this issue did, one thing I really liked is that a lot of it is focused kind of around Dick Grayson, but I just like the character development and just the characters in this book. We had Bluebird, Red Hood, and Red Robin. I don't like Red Robin, but I mean, he's okay. Red Hood is awesome. Bluebird's pretty cool, who's pretty new. Batman, the flashback stuff I've already gone through. We had some Scarecrow action in this issue. I just could go on all night about this book, but we're already almost 18 minutes in, and I've got to talk about Invincible Iron Man still. So look forward to, you'll probably get a review at some point on this, because this was a pretty cool issue. And for a weekly series, I wasn't sure how it was going to be. My first weekly series, I missed out on Future Sen and Batman Eternal before, but I wasn't going to miss out on this, because I know the weekly series, from what I've heard, are pretty damn good. So that's cool, and that's awesome. Actually, now I've actually got Earth 2 World's End, which was a weekly series now, but that's like the last haul the last comic countdown I think I have until I do my next comic call video. But anyway, we're going to get into my number 1 of the week, which happens to be Invincible Iron Man, issue number 1. We have to go over my cover of the week too, my cover of the week, so that's cool. So yeah, it's also a variant, so that's pretty cool. Plus, I do want to get the original cover sometime. We don't know what cover, but yeah. What can I say about this issue? First of all, what I will say, ending was great. I'm not going to spoil it. I had some Doctor Doom action, which I wasn't expecting, especially from what I've read of Secret Wars. I was like, whoa, okay. And how did this all go around? But you can pick this up. If you guys are not reading Invincible Iron Man right now, I don't know what's wrong with you. It is personally my favorite all different Marvel now. Not all new, all different Marvel now, but it is definitely my favorite all new Marvel series. As a combined series, it is probably the best one. It might not be my favorite series. It's the best series all around, for sure though. It actually is my favorite series. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel bad for saying that, because how SpiderMan has grown on me already, Amazing Spider-Man. But I just can't say enough good things about this series, and this issue was awesome. This is what set it all up. Great first issue. We didn't get too much, we didn't get too little. I like this new kind of Doctor character that he's kind of trying to go out with and stuff. and actually we haven't seen her since, unless she's in the newest issue, and then the one comes out this week too, and yeah, I don't know. But like I'm saying, I really like this book. I don't know if there's anything I didn't like about this book, to be personally honest. I like that Jarvis has kind of been replaced, because I wasn't really reading Iron Man before. It's like a female now that's his personal assistant, his robotic assistant, and she's hilarious too. Even the second issue, like, oh man, I really do like this though. And I think Iron Man, I'm not sure if it's this Iron Man, but it probably is, that's in the all new, all different Avengers, and I'm definitely picking that up, even if it's just for Iron Man, even though it could be arguably the best team, because it has a lot of fan favorites in it too, same with Uncanny Avengers, but all around it could be the best team. And Iron Man's just been awesome, and I don't know what else to say. Also, the kind of villain, or one of the villains right now, at least, I don't know what's going on fully. Madam Mask, I never heard of her before, but she is awesome. Sorry, excuse me. I really like Madam Mask. And yeah, whatever. You know what? We're going straight to our cover of the week, though. We have Batman, Robin, Eternal, Invincible Iron Man, Avengers number 0, Amazing Spider-Man number 1, all new Jughead issue number 1, and Princess Leia issue number 1. And you know what? This book may have ranked in at number 2 this week, but my cover of the week / cover of the haul is a Batman and Robin Eternal. Just look at the art on this cover. This is the type of art I like. Actually, if I remember correctly, between issue number 1 and 2, issue number 2 has an art change from issue number 1, and issue number 1 was kind of the art I was liking and expecting with the series. So that's another thing I really liked, was the art in this book. And this cover is just plain awesome. I like how Robin doesn't look like even like a kid there. Normal Robin, Dick Grayson. Like, I don't know if that's him as a teenager too, drawn there, because he looks pretty badass. Bluebird looks awesome. Red Hood looks awesome. Even Red Robin looks pretty cool. That's how I like my Red Robin drawn, I think. Even though I do like actually bald Red Robin, I like my Arkham Games Red Robin. Yeah, I like my Arkham Red Robin a lot, though, too. And, of course, Batman's always drawn well, so what can you complain? Scarecrow looks awesome. Overall, best cover, I'd say. So, yeah, guys, this has been a great episode of the Comic Countdown. I have been pumped up, and I'm excited. I won't sleep for hours, no, I'm just kidding. It won't affect me that much. But I don't know, have you guys enjoyed this Comic Countdown? Do you guys like this series? Because, personally, I enjoy this. I don't know. Please tell me in the comments below. But anyway, I'll see you all later in the next Comic Countdown, since that's what will be the next video. If not, you will get a comic call. But anyway, I'll see you all later, and peace.